can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Unburdened by what has been, believing in what can be. What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by
All
what
right. How many times is she going to say that? All right, let's talk to the fake Kamala. Welcome back to the James Show. What does that even mean, Kamala?
Well, listen, it is really simple. It's all about being unburdened by what has been. All right? That's all. It's just simple. I don't understand.
Okay.
Why that's hard.
All right. Maybe we just got off on the wrong foot, but I found my conversation with you last week just extremely frustrating. I wanted to bang my head on a brick wall. So let's try something a little easier this time. Maybe we should just get to know each other a little better, Blonde Kamala. And
Sure.
okay, so let's just start with some things everyone can agree on. Let's just some personable, everyman kind of conversation here before we get anything too hot and heavy. Just like, what's your favorite thing to order at Taco Bell?
Listen, anytime I want to make a run for the border, you know what I'm talking about. You got to show me some tortillas, okay?
Okay.
You got to give me a little bit of that spicy beef, right? And don't forget the queso.
You mean
Who
cheese?
doesn't love queso?
But no,
Of course.
Kamala, you just described everything on the Taco Bell menu.
Listen, that's good stuff right there, okay?
But okay, let's try something else then. Now, maybe not Taco Bell, bad example, my fault. Let's try, what's your favorite type of Italian food? Do you have a preference there?
Well, let me tell you. You know what I love? I love pasta, okay?
What
love
kind?
it. The pasta with the sauce and maybe a little bit of cheese, and the way that they intersect with each other, it's like a Venn diagram. You know what I'm saying?
So do you like the pasta when it's long and in a string, or maybe pasta when it's like curled up into like a shell form, or can you narrow it down a little bit?
Exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. I'm so glad that we understand each other the way that we do.
Okay, let's forget food then. Let's talk the entertainment world. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, listen, I love that movie. You know the one I'm talking about, the one with the guy, okay? And he does that thing where he goes into the place, all right, and then the other thing happens, and then he meets the girl, and he's also, you know what? He's also in the other movie that everybody knows, and I know you agree with me, right?
Oh, the with the girl, and they go to the place.
Exactly.
Okay, and then there's
Yeah.
probably like either a car or a horse, depending on the time period. But I think we're connecting here. I think we get it now. All right, let's move into the news then. This pop culture stuff is a complete embarrassing failure. You're making me want to start slashing my arms here. So let's go ahead and jump right into the news. I heard a rumor that you would be intimidated by the idea of you having to debate Trump. That's one of the reasons you don't want to be the nominee, is because you don't think you would do well in a debate against Trump. Is that true?
Listen, Donald Trump is not someone I feel any intimidation by or from or with or to or around, okay? I am completely unburdened by the thought of debating Donald Trump, okay?
Oh my goodness. All right, so the fake Kamala. My guest is Elsa Kurt. You just heard her be the blonde Kamala, and we're going to talk to her out of character for a little bit here. Elsa, welcome back to the show. What made you start doing this Kamala that caught on so much?
Sure. Thank you for having me back. I don't even know. It started with a video I did a while back on TikTok, and everybody loved it. And I didn't even imitate her in that one. It was just kind of mocking her for, trying to essentially, she was plugging in an electric car, and she was treating it as if she was pumping gas. So the video is just of me saying, you just plug it in. And that video went crazy. And for some silly reason, I think I just decided, well, let me just just imitate her. And lo and behold, apparently I sound a lot like her. Actually, I hurt my own ears, to tell you the truth.
So, politically speaking, do you have strong political opinions? Do you have a preference, or are you just a comedian who's latched onto this very funny bit?
Yeah, you know what? I do have a preference, and it is not. It's not this administration. The comedy really started as a way to bring light to the absurdities that I believe are going on right now, and the hypocrisy and the stupidity and just all of the insanity, and to poke fun at it, really, and just do it in a humorous way. Because let's face it, everywhere you turn, there's news 24/7. Both sides of the aisle are just inundating people and saturating them. And I figure, you know what, if I can bring it with some comedy, make them laugh a little bit, then it's still getting a message across. But they're laughing, and we need to laugh right now because.
How long have you been doing it? How long have you been doing it?
Not long. I would say maybe about a year or so. At best, at most.
Yeah, I didn't see you till recently, and then you did one last week that was so funny. I was like, we have to have her on. Someone track this lady down. Do you have a favorite bit, or do you have one that's like requested the most?
Oh, everybody! You know what? The most requested is the yellow school bus and the Venn diagrams. People love that, and of course the unburdened. The unburdened is a huge favorite. So
right.
yeah, I get a kick out of those ones. Those are definitely fun to do. But really, just making up just ridiculous word salads that that she has not necessarily said, but you can easily imagine her saying them. Those are a lot of fun to do, and it's almost hurts your brain a little bit because when I read them back, I'm thinking to myself, this is just impossible, and yet it is the types of things that she really does say.
Well, one of the clever ones you did is you made a video of you saying something that was just completely inane, and I was like, oh, I guess that was pretty funny. And then you followed that with a video of her saying exactly what you said. And that made it twice as funny. So good job there. Are you big enough that you're getting recognized in public yet?
You know what? It's so funny that you asked that. It just happened the other night, and I was so caught off guard by it. I live a very quiet life. You would never think I'm out and about, and or you would think I was out and about doing all the stuff and things, but I'm not. So when I was out, somebody walked up and he said, it was really sweet. He said, "Are you her?" And I said, "Well, that depends. Are you friend or foe?" And because there are definitely people who don't think I'm very funny. They are not amused, and they make sure that they let me know that very loud and clear. So you get a little leery of people coming up and asking if you do her, if you're her. And but he was absolutely wonderful, super, super sweet, and it was a lot of fun. So it doesn't happen too often, but it's starting to, so it's interesting.
How fun. All right, Elsa Kurt, how can they find your show? And your you have a whole program that you do on the side online. How's the guy listening to us find you?
I do. Thank you so much. So the easiest way is probably go to elsakurt.com. That has everything, all of my links, everywhere I am. I'm on all the social media platforms, Elsa Kurt Official and the Elsa Kurt Show as well. And I'm everywhere, all over the social media. Thank you.
And it's funny because you're blonde like Elsa from Frozen. You kind of look like her a little bit. All right. This has been Elsa Kurt, the blonde Kamala.